This is Dead Dick Hammer. You're listening to Stirring the Pot on Z Talk Radio.
Welcome back, everybody. It's time for Stirring the Pot. We're back. I'm Jay. It's Jason, and we got a special guest, Mr. Joe Kudo, with us. Everybody say hello.
You first, Joe.
Hello.
Say all my Stirring the Pot people, what's up?
We're fucking up from the start.
I was so excited all day at work knowing that at 9 o'clock we were going live with Stirring the Pot with Joe Kudo. This is going to be some fun shit here.
Oh, Joe, what do you think?
I don't know. I'm new to this whole thing.
Whatever.
It's going to be interesting. Let's just say that.
Oh, man. I think what we ought to do is get a little bit of the history about all this because, I mean, Joe's been doing podcasts for a long time. He's taking a little break from things. He's got Skeptical Edge TV going right now, but I met Joe when I first time I ever paranormal investigated. This is my Frankenstein, Dr. Frankenstein for me right here, man. This guy is one of the reasons why I stayed involved and still stay involved. Well, actually, no. There's a lot of you that stay involved, but he got me started.
I don't know about that.
Dude.
Joe, you created this monster?
I did. I take credit.
Yeah, we was, I took my niece. Me and Teresa took our niece for her 13th birthday. She'll be 22 this year. God dang. Start 9 years now. So anyway, took her to the post town and stuff. We met Joe and Brian that was there at the time. And Joe and them sat there at the front porch till about, 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning, talking with me, answering all my questions.
Yeah.
Or trying to answer them. And it ignited a fire. And look where we're at now, man. Me and Jason have been doing this whole podcast and filming, and it's all Joe's and Teresa's fault.
I know you guys are just kicking ass.
I don't know about that, but we're having a kick-ass time, ain't we, Jason?
That's it, bro. We're just having a good ass time, man.
Oh, without a doubt, man. Without a doubt. We gotta get your ass out here with us soon.
Who, me?
Yeah, we either gotta get you out here, or me and Jason's gotta come your damn way.
Or both.
Hey, I like to travel.
We do too.
So do we.
I got some pretty cool places out here.
See, our theme's going to be have cameras will travel.
Right.
Nice. I like it.
Let's get this shit. Let's do something, even if it's wrong. We don't give a damn.
Hey, I might go get that tattooed across my stomach.
As long as you get tattooed across your ass cheeks and I have to read it all the time.
Damn it, that was what I was going to do. But mine will just say "will travel." It's just that.
Well, my ass is big enough. I could probably put a book on it.
Yours, you see mine yet?
Encyclopedia
I'm a fat guy. That's what I do. I'm a fat guy.
Well, I'm a little fat hobbit.
Yeah, Frodo, don't be like that.
Oh no.
Precious.
Mama D, you have no idea about God Help the World. Oh God!
There's no help in this next hour.
Yeah,
there is no help in this next hour.
It probably wasn't 2 or 3 months after getting involved that way that I met Jason, and we've all been. I mean, we lose contact with each other every once in a while, but life happens, gets in the way. It's nothing personal, everybody gets busy, but we always stay in contact and hit each other up every once in a while and see what's going on. And tonight is just it's a reunion, and it might be a good one, it might be a bad one. We have an idea of what we're going to do. We have a plan for a theme. We just don't know if we can stick to the script.
and to be completely let's be completely serious for just a minute. 1 minute.
Oh shit. GoatNuts.
Joe is the kind of guy that I haven't talked to you in probably a year and a half.
Yeah.
But these last couple of times in the chat room and then, whatever, it's like you don't lose time. like you just pick up right where you left off. And I think that's just cool as shit. I mean, you bring a lot to this field. And I know that this Stirring the Pot isn't about the paranormal and all that bullshit, but you bring a lot to the community and you bring a lot to what everybody's trying to do. And like I said, I haven't talked to you in a while, but dude, just walking in the garage and talking to you on the phone and talking in the chat rooms, it's like we never stop talking. And that's just, I admire that about you, man. I dig it, bro. I fucking dig it.
Wow, thank you. As for bringing much to the field, I don't know, but
you do.
You're such a goat nut.
you good.
Somebody say, you know what? And that should be the word for tonight.
It's
Goat
going to
nut.
be the word for the night. It's Joe's word. He says it all the time. I remember the first
Goat
time.
nut.
Yeah, I remember the first time you ever called me a goat nut. I kind of got excited, but kind of nervous.
Right?
Because I mean, it leaves a whole lot for interpretation. Like,
Oh,
is that what we're doing later? Is that like what somebody sees? Is that just a word?
is that some kind of
You
new
never
positioning?
know. Goat nut is goat nut, man. It's like goat cheese from under cheese. Then you're talking about a whole other thing. It can go any ways, man.
You can go like from under the goat cheese.
Hell yes.
Now, I got an absolute funny story about Joe. Involving Joe.
Oh,
Not about
shit.
Joe, but involving Joe.
Uh-oh.
And no, you're going to love this. It'll come back to you quick. Not only was he one of the first people that encouraged me to get more involved with the paranormal, but he was also one of the people that when I first started talking with Scotty about joining Z Talk Radio 6 years ago and becoming a podcast, whatever you want to call this, I talked with Joe
It's
extensively.
called fun, bro.
It's called
fun.
an absolute freaking blast. Like you don't have this kind of fun just in anybody. Yeah, you do. You can have fun with anybody, but you see more fun with friends and family. But I talked to Joe very extensively. At the time, he was doing the Skeptical Edge podcast, him and Kel Kelly and everything. Joe was extremely encouraging. But me and Teresa was nervous as hell. So our first show, we have Joe as our guest because, I'm nervous. So I want somebody that I know. So we get Joe to come on, and it's going good. And do you remember Teresa's first little skit she wanted to do?
Oh man.
Do you remember that?
No. What? Refresh my memory. I'm old.
You're nowhere near as old as I am. Piss off. I'm putting a link to Joe's YouTube channel. The Skeptical.
I'm pretty
Edge
sure it
TV.
has to do with goat nut.
Well, no, it didn't have anything to do with goat nut. But what it did have to do with is Teresa had this great idea that she wanted to do this routine. Our very first podcast, very first one out there, we got Joe on there, so we're feeling comfortable with a great friend, a trusted confidant, and Teresa got this great idea. She's like, I want to pick 3 words, and whenever I say these words, Joe loses it because he knows where I'm going. She goes,
Oh man.
whenever I say these words, Joe, you say the first thing that comes to your mind. Joe's like, okay, not a problem. So Teresa screwed up and let me pick the words. And I ended up not picking words. I picked like phrases words. But I went to Urban Dictionary to get them. So she goes, okay, Joe, here's the first word. And just tell me the first thing that comes to your mind when I say Cleveland Steamer. That's what Joe goes, do what? Cleveland Steamer. He goes, nothing's coming to my mind. She goes, okay, we'll move on to the next word. What about donkey punch? And Joe just loses it. She didn't even figure the third word out until Joe's like, Teresa, go look those up. So she gets on Facebook on her laptop, goes to it, and she's like, I can't find anything. I said, go to Urban Dictionary. Man, she looked him up, and
shit.
oh my God. I saw people, what the fuck is your problem? You don't make me do that on it. Just rip me a new ass. Me and Joe are losing it. So that's how we got introduced to podcasting in our very, very first show ever. Sit, chat, and laugh with the Lynches. That's how it all got started.
Yep.
Cleveland Steamer.
Yep. Cleveland Steamer,
Holy
Donkey Punch.
Christ.
I can't remember what the third one was because she never got the chance to
The
ask. her
third
'cause
one, third one should have been the Angry Dragon.
probably would have
They should
been.
have just ended it like that.
I can't remember because she was so pissed at that point when she started looking up the first one. She's like, "You son of a bitch, I hate you," and I'm like, I'm losing it. So
The purple waffle.
we have never done that skit again. Not once in 6
You
years
should.
has it ever been brought up again. Teresa will no longer do the 3 words first thing comes to your mind after that situation.
We should do it Tuesday nights.
Absolutely.
Oh shit! That reminds me, because I got so excited with all this shit, I forgot to bring my 3 facts. Joe, you got 3 facts? Oh God, I'll have to look some up. I'll have to look some up real quick.
3 facts, huh?
3
It
odd
can be
facts.
stupid facts, real facts, sex facts.
Oh,
Luke Walker said Baltimore blowfish are a scruffy munchkin, and you know I'm gonna have to look those some bitches up because I'm gonna know what
we have to be careful when you use the word munchkin. You gotta be careful with that.
Why?
hey, I'm offended.
We don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, Luke.
Dude, I can see you investigate with Luke because Luke's like
Why?
7 foot something. He's
what?
He's over 7 foot. He's
Oh, hell no.
yeah, and me and you at 4 foot nothing.
What am I going to look like? His belt buckle?
He's probably going to wear you nicely, Joe.
His end table where you can just set a beer on top of your head.
As long as I match with his shoes, I'm okay.
Oh my God, this show's gonna go to hell tonight in the handbasket, and I love every damn second of it.
Oh, hell yeah.
And the word of the night is still gonna be goat nut.
Goat nut. I've already said it once.
Oh, I just said it twice, but you know, I'm laying off the alcohol tonight. You guys got me hurt like shit last week.
Wait a minute. What do you? And here's the question that I always ask, and I want everybody in the chat room to tell us the same thing. But what's everybody drinking tonight? And it can be pop, water, whatever. But I want to know what everybody's drinking tonight.
Diet
listening
Mountain
to
Dew.
this. Myself, I'm drinking a little Tito's and sugar-free Monsters.
Well, Luke said 6'8". My bad, dude. 6'8", 7 foot. I look I look like a.
It's all 10 feet taller than me.
You know, poulet pond. You know, potato.
Yeah.
So, Joe, what are you drinking on tonight, bro?
Coke.
Yeah, I didn't ask what she was sniffing. I asked what she was
Oh. No. I've got some Monster, and then I have some soda.
I've got Diet Dew, man. I'm taking it easy tonight, man. I felt like shit last week after dealing with you guys with that whole flugelhorn. I can't remember the word for a moment.
And we talked about it. We don't want to turn this whole show into a big drinking game.
No. But we are going to have fun with it.
At the same time, every once in a while, when somebody can work in goat nut, you should have a drink. And if it's pop or water or Diet Dew or whatever, everybody should partake in a little sip. Yep. We don't want to turn this whole show into a big drinking game. That's kind of strange.
It won't last.
That's what
long.
I used to do on air. Don't do that.
It won't last long. So I'm not a frat kid no more, man. I can't hang doing that every week. I'm a sis.
I think Mama D just called me by my name because she said she's drinking ginger ale. Don't you tease me, Mama D. Don't you tease me.
Oh my God! So as you guys know, this is not a paranormal show. This is what do I like to say? Making Tuesdays fun again.
Oh damn!
Yes, hell yes.
I did not paraphrase anybody with that.
No, but I think we should at least right before we delve deep into the topic of the night. I do want Joe to talk about. I mean, what you're doing, Skeptical Edge, all that stuff.
Hell yeah!
Please tell everybody what you got going on, where they can find you, where they can watch you, where they can follow you, all that stuff. Just if you can, before we delve into some serious shit.
Well,
all right.
And I do want to say one thing to that, man. I just put a link for the Skeptical Edge TV in the chat room again. I will be dropping them all night long. But Luke, you got to go check that channel out, man. This gentleman might have something that Vinny and you and Brandon are interested in for ASY TV or SI TV. Or excuse me, SI Paranormal TV, which is launching May 1st.
Hell yes.
All right, before I dive into this, I just got to say, y'all can't judge because my editing skills suck. It was something that I just kind of taught myself or just started teaching myself. So I'm kind of learning, and so I'm not like the Booth brothers. I don't know camera angles, and hell, I'm just happy someone's there to film.
We'll be there, brother. We're going to get with you.
Shit, yeah. But no, you know what? I spent a lot of years doing the quote textbook ghost hunting, and I never really liked it. I mean, okay, I take that back. I did like it. I mean, I love the whole paranormal field itself.
Thanks,
but
Jason.
I was never one of those people that want to sit around in a little circle jerk and stare at a meter that's going to blink and beep and all that.
What's wrong with the circle jerk?
Well, nothing. I just don't like the meters because they make me feel awkward.
Meters. Okay, my bad.
Yeah, but so I was doing my thing, and I talked about doing something similar to what I'm doing now years ago, but because I'm such an idiot, I never did jump on that and whatever, and I really wasn't really. I thought YouTube was strictly for like old ladies with cat videos and shit. So I didn't mess with it. And then I took a break for a few years from the whole paranormal thing, and was responsible for a little bit. But I was sitting there with my youngest son,
and I
like
wouldn't
6 months ago. Do what?
I wouldn't leave you alone either. I kept what are you doing?
I know.
I leave you alone for a couple months, and what are you doing?
Yeah, right. So I was like talking to my son, and it was like 6-7 months ago, and he's like, Dad, you should do your paranormal ghost hunting stuff on YouTube. And I'm like, ain't no one gonna watch that dumb shit. And he started flipping on YouTube and showing me these other YouTubers, and I'm like, wow, 1 million subscribers, wow. And I'm like, oh yeah, but that takes a lot of time. And my son's like, eventually you make money doing this. And I'm like, huh? See, I was dumb to all this stuff. So he Googled like the top YouTubers and what average YouTubers make, and I was like, oh wow. So I figured, yeah, okay, I'm never gonna have 1 million subscribers. Hell, I was happy when I hit 100. I almost like peed myself. But so
they have diapers for that, Joe. You can just wear a diaper and then just keep going with all the people that subscribe.
I know, but I sent Jay all the ones I had left.
Gotcha. Yeah. He takes mine too. So
yeah, right. See, what a bastard.
I'm an ideal still in some of bitch. There's another person accused me of that.
Yeah.
You get that.
But yeah, so I kind of thought about it for a little bit and was like, wow, I can actually do this my way, piss on everyone else. I don't have to fit some made-for-TV model. So, so a friend of mine out here in the little podunk town I live in, we were talking about it one night, and I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to do it. And there it is. I mean, I go in, I want to check out urban legends. I don't care. Anything that's dark and creepy, except my ex-wife.
Right. Boom.
Yeah. And, so I'm out there in these cemeteries and all that. And you know what? I wanted to take a different approach of just going in with a damn video camera. That's all I want to do. I want to experience what the average person would experience, minus all the Hollywood fluff. And, it's very slow moving, but you know what? I love it. I love doing it.
But you know what? You're going in the right direction, Joe, and that's the key. You're moving in the right direction. You were years ago, and you said it yourself. You took some time off. We missed you. We love you. But then you started the snowball effect again, and you're doing what you like, you're doing what you love. You don't have anybody that you have to report to or whatever, and you're doing it, man. And you do a phenomenal job at it. And I love everything that you put out there, man. You're fantastic.
Oh, thank you. And I've been attacked a little bit about it because I'm making a mockery of the field and all that. And y'all mind if I say a bad word real quick?
Fuck no.
So for that young individual that has been in the paranormal field for a long time, that was really, I considered a friend, and we've sat down together, we've had drinks together. You know what? Fuck you, buddy.
Amen. That's what he said. I say fuck you too.
And that is exactly why we get along.
Yeah. But I did, man. I got this big old message from this, and I'm not going to say his name on air, and I'm not going to bash him. Nothing like that.
It's not.
You ain't got it because you ain't got to go to his level, bro.
It's not a matter of. It's not a matter.
No,
of
not
bashing.
at all.
It's not a matter of bashing, brother. It's a matter of not making that little fuck famous.
Yeah.
Hey Jay.
Yes, sir.
Hey Jay. Do your little saying, bro.
Oh, that if you're on my page and you don't like me and like what I'm doing, but you're still on my page and following everything that I'm doing, bitch, you're a fan.
Amen.
Hell yeah.
Amen.
You're nothing but a fan, or you wouldn't be following along with everything.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Joe. I didn't mean to.
Oh, no. And you know, I've been thinking about maybe diving back into the whole convention scene a little bit because
I saw that invite.
Huh?
I saw that your name got dropped in about a convention.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, don't downplay that shit. I told you, brother. I may not say a lot on your page. I may not, and I say it all the time on almost every show. But I do see what's going on. I do follow what you're doing. And Sue, thank you. Sue said this is probably about the funniest she's ever heard. Thank you, man. We're glad you're enjoying the show.
Thank you, Sue.
Yeah, I've been wanting to do it, but and everyone's like, oh, well, you're not in the field anymore. Well, you're right, I'm not. But you know what? I kind of want to let other people know, and anyone that's listening, if you guys, obviously you're into the paranormal field, or at least you have some sort of passion with it, you're interested in it. You know what? And I hate to say this because me and this word in the same sentence is not a good thing, but if I can be an example to anyone, you know what? Go out there and do you. Do whatever the hell you want to do. You don't have to answer to any of these, oh, I was on a TV show for a month. Forget it. Go out and do what you want to do because you know what? It's your passion, not theirs.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I couldn't agree more. And that's one thing I know that everybody that's on this show right now, the three of us have always done. We've all been attacked and bashed. And hell, you're being attacked now, Joe, by some old goat nut. And we got our little goat nut right now. And
drink.
This is a freaking diet dude.
God loves the little goat nuts in our lives, right?
Hey, little, small, who cares?
That's right. You will always be a goat nut and a fan.
Oh, absolutely. It just keeps stalking away. But, they have to understand one thing, that the main people in this field that are putting things on their own YouTube channel, or what we're filming right now, we're going to do with, and we're turning it over to Sci TV, Paranormal TV with Luke and Vinny and them and Brandon. So, and we'll probably end up putting some on our own YouTube channel with it. We can't decide between YouTube or Twitch because they're both booming.
I've been doing some research lately, and YouTube's about to change up a lot.
Because they have to, because Twitch is really banging it, man.
Well, yeah. I mean, it used to be back in the day with the little funny cat videos and shit. It didn't take, everyone was getting paid. So then they had to switch it up, and you had to have, oh, Jesus, it was like 1,000 subscribers and 400 watch hours. And that's what it is currently. And they're getting ready to switch it up again to make it even harder.
Well, they went that route because.
But Joe, you said it yourself. I don't give a damn as long as we're doing it and having fun and putting it out there for the people that want to see it and doing our thing, I don't care. I don't care.
Don't get me wrong. I want as many followers as I can get, like anyone would doing this.
Oh, hell yes. But you want followers that are true. You want followers that are there to see what Joe's doing. You want followers there to see what Jason and Jay and their dumbass are doing this week. And that's what you want. I don't want you to follow me because it's like, I want you to follow me because you want to follow.
You know what?
I like that. You know what I mean? Because you know what you're getting. Joe, when people look at your stuff, they know what they're getting. When people look at Jay and me, they know what they're getting. Yep. There's not any fake. There's never going to be a week where it's going to be fake bullshit. You know what you're getting. This is what it is. And if you like it, please follow us.
And you'll also know if we didn't get nothing.
Comment on us and talk to us and let us know what's going on. Please do. But if you don't like it, okay. Not everybody's going to like this. Not everybody's going to like me. Not everybody gives a shit about me. And that's fine.
I love you.
But I know I love you too, bro. But for the people that like it, man, come and talk to us, and let us know what's going on so that we can do more for everybody else and do more for us. But I'm with you, Joe. I don't. If you don't like me, I don't care. I really don't. I'm way too much in this shit to give a shit if you don't like me or not.
I'm too old for games.
Exactly. I'm too old for that shit. I'm not trying to find a prom date or nothing.
No, my prom days are long gone, bro.
Exactly.
And I feel sorry for my wife because she puts up with this shit for forever, and I'm sure she goes to bed at night going, oh my god, another day with this son of a bitch, really.
Somebody told me the other day that I better watch what I was, because I posted a meme on Teresa's page about the best way to keep a happy marriage is to admit that your husband is always right. And I think Mama D was the one that put it on her. She goes, being smothered by a pillow in your sleep looks like a natural cause of death. My response was, but I get to die in bed with a woman.
Exactly. And you know what? I don't even get to say the safe word. So it's like, whatever.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Goat nut.
If I'm getting smothered by a pillow in my sleep, it's going to be a good night.
Yeah, hell yeah. At least I got her on
There
top.
you go.
I died with a woman in bed and she was on top. Winner!
Hey, you only make it, it's only weird if you make it weird.
It's a winning situation for me. I don't give a shit how weird you think it is. But but I agree, man, with what you guys are saying 100%. And that's odd because the three of us actually agree. But I do, man. We don't do this for everybody to prove. I told Dalton Jones was on our show last night, dude. And I'm like, and he's only 18 years old. He's been doing this for about 4 years now and stuff. I'm like, dude, you got adults attacking. I mean, people that's in their 30s and 40s attacking this young man because of his age and shit. And I'm like, dude, don't worry about it. Do you? And if they're stalking you, they're haters will make you famous, man. And the more they run their mouth bad about you, some people are going to take them at their word and listen to them. There's going to be people like me and Jason and Joe that are going, what the hell's all this about this kid about, man? What's he doing so wrong? We're going to go check you out for ourselves because that's what an intelligent person and also an investigator does. They don't say, well, that place ain't haunted. Oh, why? Because I said so. They're going to go find out for yourself. That's what we do.
Oh, well, thank God you told me that, Yeah.
I'm so glad you're the moral authority on what's good and what's not.
Yeah.
And Jay, we talked about it earlier that he didn't want to say who was doing it and whatever. And you're right about that. You don't want to stoop to their level.
No.
But I'm here to tell you, whoever's picking on that young boy, fuck you.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Because he's doing what he wants to do, and he's doing what he likes to do. And if you want to come out of the woodwork and blast this young kid, or young man, I should say, not a kid. He's a grown ass adult. You want to bash him, then please why don't you step forward. Jason Arthur, Facebook. Please come talk to me and bash me for a minute.
Pick me.
Fuck you.
Pick me. I'll play games with you.
I love to play games with you. Fuck you.
Because you're not going to be the first person that's talked bad about me, let alone the first person in the paranormal field that's talking bad about me. And like I tell everybody that starts to try to bash my ass, you really want to know all the dumb shit that I've done? Come talk to me. I'll tell you. I ain't got nothing to hide. I got nothing to hide.
And I think this is a segue into what we want to talk about tonight. Am I right?
Damn, he's getting good, ain't he, Joe?
I don't even know what the hell we're talking about, but okay.
Joe, you know exactly what we're talking about.
You know the topic you wanted to talk about.
Why don't you tell us the topic and we'll fucking go from there.
I don't know what are we talking about. I don't know what you guys were planning.
No, you told me you'd like to cover the topic a little bit about bullying, and especially bullying in the
Oh, well, yeah.
See,
yeah,
didn't you see how we segued right into that like professionals?
It was a segue, bro.
Yeah,
Damn.
Bullying.
Hey, before we do a segue to bullying,
Goat nut.
my little one just goat nut. My little one just got back from Voice, and she always likes to come in and say hi to everybody. So give me just a minute. Come on in and say hi to everybody.
Hi, Katie. How you doing, beautiful?
Hello.
She's so
Love
sweet.
you. Love you.
Jason, we got to straighten
Yep.
up. You got to straighten up. Your wife joined the show.
Oh no.
Goat nuts.
And the one time that I was at band camp,
That was Bible study.
Bible study, yes, Bible study. No, you want to talk about Bible study and saints? My wife is a saint and should be put up there with Teresa and everybody else who deals with Jay and I on a daily basis. For God's sakes, they are saints. But let's talk about these motherfucking bullies for a minute.
Wait a minute. Tanya popped in and said, who calling y'all fake? Nobody's calling us fake. Nobody's calling us out.
No, it's not us.
We're offering somebody to come in if they want to pick up. There's a young man that was on a show last night, Dalton Jones. He's only 18. He's been doing the paranormal for about 4 years. He got people attacking him here lately. And they're grown-ass adults, 30 and 40-year-old people attacking this 18-year-old young man because they say he's too young and he's a fake and all this other stuff. And all we're saying is if you've got somebody you want to harass, there's 3 people right here on this show right now that we'll be more than happy to take your insult. I mean, your questions and comments.
Absolutely. We've all said our Facebook shit. So please, I am me. Send me something.
Shit. You can send all your threats to the skepticaledgetv@gmail.com.
Amen.
You can find me at Paranormal Mysteries, Z Talk Radio,
ParanormalMysteriesHome.com.
Yeah, you can find me all kinds of .com places anymore.
You can send that shit to Paranormal Mysteries on Facebook. You can send it to fucking Lake Erie Paranormal on Facebook. Jay Lynch, Jason Arthur, Joe Cuda. You can send it to anybody.
Yep.
Bring your dumb shit while you're picking on this 18-year-old man on all that shit, and send it to somebody who's actually gonna respond to you and give a shit about what you're talking about, and then talk to us about your dumb shit.
Obviously, Jesse Alexander's in the same boat because he says, "I love trolling bullies." Does that make me a bully? No, it makes you a damn good man.
No, it makes you a man.
It makes you a damn good man.
Oh yeah, and just to throw a little, I'm gonna take it one step further with that one. Just remember that someday I probably will see you at a convention, and I'm not a keyboard warrior.
Exactly.
Amen.
Jason said you can find Jason Alexander in the chat room said you can find him at RedTube, Pornhub, and many more.
And my wife said, or at nofucks@gmail.com.
No fucks given.
Yep.
I mean, seriously, if you have people that just sit back and wait for the attack, and there's no fucking reason for it. There's a bunch of people out there that are trying to do their thing. They're trying to build their YouTube page. They're trying to build their
reputation,
whatever page, whatever they're doing. Who are you to step in and call this 18-year-old boy out or man out? I mean, I just don't get it. Dalton is not doing anything wrong to anybody. He's never bashed or come out and verbally attacked any group, any person, anything. But you think that you can sit back and try to bash this kid for no fucking reason at all and not expect an outlash of fuck yous? I mean, it's and I honest to God, this whole media shit has turned bullying into a whole nother realm. You know, you've got youngsters and like junior high to high school kids committing suicide on a daily basis because of what the social media shit has put out there for these people. And it's such I see it daily in my line of work. So this whole bullying thing has really touched something with me because I see it. I see it all the time. I hear the calls. I hear the things that happen on a daily basis with, we just had one 2 days ago where I clicked in and went up to our 911 station, and there was a father that called in, and his daughter had committed suicide when she got home from school because of this shit. And it's the bullying is, I think, you know, when we were kids, you know, you go to school, you get bullied or whatever, and that's not taking any away from it, but this whole social media has just compounded this problem of, you know, I have to look like this, I have to have this many followers, I have to have this many friends, I have to have this many anything, and if I don't, then you're like socially awkward, and then you just get picked on and fucked with, and it's horrible, man. It's just horrible to hear and see the outcomes that's happening with our youth, man, our kids these days with all this bullying and everything. It drives me up the wall. It just pisses me off to no end. So to talk about this tonight, I'm ready to rock and roll with it, man. It pisses me off.
Oh yeah, and you know, I have you know, my oldest, he'll be 18. Yeah, I'm showing my age, damn it. He's gonna be 18 in July, and my youngest is gonna be 15. And my youngest is going through a lot of that. You know, these dumb ass little cliques And, you know, like Jason, you said, we had them when we were kids. You know, we dealt with a bully. It was after school. I mean, I remember I got bullied when I was little. I was a little puny thing. I was short, and I got pushed around. My dad was a Navy SEAL, so my dad had that mentality of do not come home with your ass whooped. And I had my ass whooped quite a few times. And it was one of those, you got to stand up to them. Now, if you stand up to them and do something like that, the cops are involved, social service. I mean, you name it.
Because we've become we've allowed that society to perpetuate that, and it's not the grand. To me, it's not the bigger picture of who we are as people. It's actually a small group that does a lot of crime, and the squeaky wheel gets the grease. So we've allowed them to adapt all of our lifestyles into playing this game of being victims all the time, and that just pisses me off. And that's what I was going to say. That part of the show is triggering one of us to how we feel about something, and obviously we triggered Jason tonight, by the way. But
oh yeah,
on the other side of that, though, I've seen people put up something and say, "Hey, here's my picture of, and what do you think, my orb?" And everyone's like, "There's no such thing as orbs." And they immediately take it the other way. They start playing victim. They asked for somebody's honest opinion. They gave them an honest opinion without being harmful, detrimental, or negative about it. But yet that person's like, "Well, they're picking on me because I like orbs," and they play victim then. So it's a two-edged sword anymore nowadays. It really is.
Well, this our whole. Oh my God, I'm gonna get fired up here in a minute.
I love it. That's what this show's about. Get fired up. This is where we talk about this shit openly.
Like you were saying, Joe, your son is being picked on and stuff. He'll be 22 next month. I've got a 20-year-old in college, and I got a 13-year-old, and it's the 13-year-old really brings it home and talks to us about what's going on in school these days. And if you're not wearing the Nike shoes, if you're not having the Nike jackets, if you don't have the Louis Vuitton backpack, if you don't have all this shit, then it's like you don't belong in this group. And then the whole, my God, they're doing all these things on the internet where they blog and they follow and they do all this and that. And if you don't have 10,000 friends following you, then it's not this. I blame a lot of it on social media and acceptance in social media. And I think it's shit, because kids should be able to be themselves. Everybody should be able to be themselves, from the kids to adults to whatever. Just like this Dalton, he should be able to be an 18-year-old kid in the paranormal field, man. You shouldn't have to prove yourself to some 30 or 40-year-old guy who's going to bash you because you're only 18. 18-year-old kids have a dream too, man. 13-year-old kids have a dream too. They want to do different things. And it's when you start bashing these kids and start bashing each other and it completely takes away from your dreams, man. And you should be able to dream. You should be able to want to do different things. You should be encouraged. Like with Dalton, people should encourage Dalton to say, "Hey, man, follow your dreams, bro. Do what you need to do." These 13-year-old kids, they should be like, "Hey, man, follow your dreams. If this is what you want to do, then go do it." It shouldn't be about, "Oh, you don't have Nike shoes on, so you're a piece of shit." Oh man, it's horrible. We had clicks back in the day. It wasn't even close to being like it is now. It's more materialistic bullshit, and they bash everybody on because it doesn't flow with what they want. So if it doesn't flow what they want, then it's bad, and that's the problem. We should all be encouraging everybody to go do. If you're 50 years old, let me encourage you to go do what you want to do. If you're 12, let me encourage you to do what you want to do. But our society is completely like put a fucking kibosh to it, and it's okay for all these kids to just talk shit about each other and these adults to bash each other, and it's not right, man.
But we
do
need to
you, man? Do you, and fuck everybody else. That's my one thing tonight. Do you, and fuck everybody else.
Well, we need to get back, and I don't condone violence, but we need to get back to the ways where you're able to confront somebody. There's an old Trace Atkins song, and I know, Joe, you don't do country music, so you know what the fuck I'm talking about, but it's a simple song. You would actually like it. The song is simple. Sometimes you just got to whoop a man's ass sometime. He talks about laying a hand on a child or a woman or something like that. Every once in a while, and a guy just run his mouth, you ask him to calm down, and you ask him to be quiet. You ask him to be politely. Sometimes you just got to whip some man's ass, because if not, they don't learn anything. People go against punishment like that and everything, and I get it. I don't condone violence at all. But sometimes people leave no other option, that they will not stop. They will not shut up. They will not keep doing things. And they're being more abusive, in my opinion, to merely destroy, emotionally tear down another human being than for me to punch them in their goddamn mouth.
Exactly. Let me respond real quick to somebody that said a comment here in the chat room about fuck Nike. I was using Nike as an example. You will never see me wear any fucking Nike anything. That's because of different beliefs that I have, being in the field that I do on a daily basis. So I just use Nike or maybe Adidas or whatever. I just use it as an example, as not I'm not
Scott.
I get you, Scott. Yes, and yes, fuck Nike.
Yeah,
but,
and Scott also said about the snowmobile 3 years ago and lost his son.
And
my heart is out,
bro. My prayers are with you and your family on that. And I
couldn't imagine, and I don't even know what to say that besides that my heart bleeds for you. It truly does. I couldn't now, and that's what we're trying to say. It's just not indicative of the paranormal. It's harder on children than what it is on us. And we keep calling Dalton a child or the kid, and I kept calling him kid and son last night, and I apologized to him. I'm 51.
And I did too. Like I said, he's a grown adult.
Yes, he is.
I mean, I'm 45 years old, so 18-year-old, you're a kid to me.
Yeah.
But I'm not trying to demean him in any way.
No, and he knows
I'm just
that.
saying that, he's a kid, man. I have kids that are older than he is, and they're kids. My son's going to be 22 next month. He's a kid. He's but to section them off and to go after them, or to go after anybody. I mean, like, who are you? Who are you to come after me, to tell me that I'm doing shit wrong and your shit's right? Who are you? I'm doing my thing. I'm doing me. Let me do me. You do you. I'll do me. Everybody's going to be happy. Don't come after me like that. I haven't. He's never talked anything bad about another group. He's never bashed anybody for anything else. He's just trying to do his thing. And for you to solely pick out somebody to go after, to do that stuff to, fuck you. That's the word of the night, is fuck you.
No, this is the goat nut.
And all that shit. Well, goat nut is, go ahead and drink.
Joe.
But the second word of the night is fuck you. I mean, you're bashing people because you don't agree with them. Don't agree with me. Don't agree with me at all. That's fine. But to bash me because you don't agree with me? Fuck you.
You know what? I'm going to throw this out here right now. I do not know Dalton. I've never talked to him, anything like that. And I don't know if he's watching and listening right now, but I'm sure we can get word to him. You know what, dude? Brother, I want to do a video with you.
Let's do it.
I want to collab some video with you, and I want people to come at us.
Amen.
Yeah, Jim Lampert.
Because you know what? You guys are going to make me come back to the way I used to be, and I'll put all your shit out there.
See, Joe.
Seriously.
Before the show started, Joe said flat out, he goes, I'm coming back. I'm doing good. And I'm like, dude, you're coming on the wrong show. Then I'm like the evil little, every time you try to get out, I drag you back in.
Yeah. We're like evil little minions, Joe.
Yeah.
We just turn
But like Jim Lampert said.
But you know what? We're dragging you back to the good shit. Because fuck these people that are messing with people like that, man. It's when we talked about what the whole thing we were going to do tonight, I'm like, oh my God, yes, please, let's talk about these assholes for a minute. Because they're assholes. You're a bully, you're an asshole.
Well, and I tell you what, I'm going to throw out a challenge right here. By this fall, Dalton last night on the show with me and Teresa on Sit Chat and Laugh the Lynches, cheap pop. Did you hear that cheap pop in there? Yeah, baby. But anyway.
Sit Chat and Laugh the Lynches on ZTalkRadio.com.
Every Monday night from 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern. But anyway. We were talking about last night. He's got a funeral home that contacted him and his group with David Childers and stuff. They did a small investigation event down there. Said he would love to have us come down there and join him. Let's see if by this fall we can't get a group, and I mean a group like Joe and you and me and maybe Luke and Vinny and whoever else wants. We can get a small group together to go down there and show that young man support. We'll all go down there. We'll film a Skeptical Edge episode while we film an episode of Paranormal Mysteries, and we'll do something all together. And let's do it.
We don't even have to film anything.
No, but if we film, we can put it out there.
We'll just go down there and show that young man support. And we'll be in that motherfucker like nobody's business. And hopefully the jackass that talks a bunch of shit will show up to talk a bunch of shit with all of us down there.
I got some next level shit right here. Ready?
Yep.
Do it, bro.
I'm going to put it out here right now. Whoever thinks that Dalton is doing so wrong and all that, I want to do a video with you.
Show us how to do it right.
Yeah, exactly. Show us how to not make this field look bad. Show us, just show us.
Since you have all the answers, let's film you. You do
absolutely.
You showing everybody the correct way to do everything. Damn way to turn that son of a bitch around.
I'll run a camera.
I'll run a camera too. I love how you flip this script, motherfucker. That's cooler than shit.
I will. Hell yes, I'll run a camera.
Plus, we'll still get under and help Dalton and work with Dalton and show him some support.
The only thing we can't film is never mind.
Yes, we can. We just can't put it on YouTube.
Right?
Mama D said he won't. No balls, goat nut. We got Mama D saying
Hell
goat
yeah.
nut. Yes.
Yeah.
Goat nut has made it to Canada.
That's the name of the show right there. No balls.
No balls, goat nut.
I'm actually working on a T-shirt design right now for GoatNuts.
I know a guy that can print them for you.
Oh shit!
Oh, somebody put a mad face in there. It's probably because I said motherfuckers.
Who put the mad face?
I don't know, but we love them anyway.
Yeah, we love you, but how can you be mad? And maybe, they might be mad at the fact that people are messing with Dalton. So,
no, Jason, he
Lee
knows.
Allen, my brother, let's do it.
What's up, Lee? He knows who's messing with him. And last night,
What's up, Lee?
He was going to say something about calling him out. What's going on, Lee? But I asked him not to call names.
And you told him not to do that, and that's the right advice, because Dalton, at the end of the day, bro, you don't need it. You're doing the right thing, man. You're doing everything right. You're doing everything that you want to do. Key is everything you want to do. Do you, bro? And you have, obviously, with this whole segment, you have a ton of people that will back you up. So do you, and let them, if they come at you or they come up behind the tree holding their dick and say, I want to do this. There's a ton of people. Joe has said, let's talk. Let's do it. We'll do a whole episode on you. Show us how it's done. And Paranormal Mysteries will back you up, Joe, and we'll do the same fucking thing.
Hell yeah.
Let's back it up. You show us how it's done. You show us how he has fucked up, and you got and you have the right ways.
And you know what?
And we'll put it out there. We'll put it out there on YouTube. We'll put it on the side. We'll put it on everything. The problem is you can't and you won't because you're a bitch.
You're a keyboard warrior. But I want to make sure that everybody understands, though, that we're not actually calling this person out. We're not going to blast or anything like that because I don't want to stoop to their level. And Dalton never gave me the name because I asked him not to, because I don't want to stoop to that level. I will not play that game. But
we don't know the name.
We know.
And I don't even care about the name. But if you keep blasting this kid, fuck you.
But it's not just this kid. It's really not just this kid with me.
It's everybody.
You're everybody. Right. If you're going to act like this with other people, if they've made a mistake, if there's something that they're doing that you can validate that is not paranormal and stuff, there is a way to approach them without tearing them apart and turning them down. Now, on the flip side of the coin, I've seen people be very nice to try to tell people, hey, this is this, and this is why this isn't paranormal. And that person get all defensive and butt hurt because their stuff went paranormal and scream bullying and cry victim. So it's a very touchy line. Don't get me wrong. It's a very touchy line, but it's also in the way that you present things. It truly is. If you came to a person and tell them, hey, this is why this isn't paranormal. And if they get butt hurt, then back out and say, hey, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to upset you. Just my opinion. I'm out. And go away. You don't have to keep badgering them. So, but
well, I mean, if we're talking about like evidence review and things like that, yeah, I get it. But to personally attack somebody and tell that somebody that because you're this age or because you're this or this, you don't have any right to do anything here. I mean, Jay, that's wrong, bro. That's just wrong.
Absolutely, it's wrong. I'm not defending anybody ever doing that, but we keep bringing up Dalton because he just happened to be on the show last night, and a bunch of people that's in the chat room and tonight were on the show last night. Heard what he said. And he was very respectful. He admits he's made some mistakes. He's got things to learn, but we all do. That's why I told him, even at 51 years old, been doing this for almost 9 years, I still don't know everything. That's why I got such a network of people around me that I can rely on. I've sent Joe pictures to look at.
How can we know everything about something we know nothing about?
Exactly. Nobody can. Yep. Nobody can know it all. So.
But if there's people out there that are trying to do different things and trying to, I mean, just be you,
but
and you're getting hammered and everything else, please let us know because we'll talk about it any day of the week.
It's like Luke just said with Wrestling with Ghosts. He said we've put stuff on our own show that we totally believed, and later on debunked our own show, and that's one of the things I love about this show, because when Luke and Vinny started doing Wrestling with Ghosts, from the first episode till now, there is such a progress of knowledge and learning and understanding, and that thirst to learn and understand and to progress to the next level, and not just keep doing business as usual. And that makes it so damn good to me.
And Luke, when we were just filming here this last weekend at Westwood Schools, we had some things that happened in the same parameter you're talking about, where we debunked some things that actually we first thought out was something else, and then we came back later and figured it out that it was completely debunked. So I like the fact that people can say, yeah, we made a mistake. We thought this was something, and later on after evidence review or whatever, yeah, we figured out that this was this. And I completely respect that 100% because we just did it this last weekend. And
and you should do that.
Yeah, exactly.
Whether you're filming or not, you should do that. What do you think, Joe?
Yeah. And then Luke says, and then a couple of times we were goat nuts. Drink.
No, you know what? And I encourage anybody out there, and I don't care what your end game is. Do you want a TV show? You know what? Who cares? Get it. Get yours. But lay off. Don't think that you're the high and mighty end all. You've got all the answers, because you know what? No one does. None of these people you see at these conventions have the answers. No one on TV has the answers. I don't, I mean, and trust me, in all the years I've spent around this field, I have frickin' seen it all, almost all. I've seen people investigate naked, when that was the big trend.
Let's not talk about our time, Joe.
Sorry, guys. I thought we were muted.
Right.
But go and I'm going in there and I'm not using any meters and gear and all that stuff, and I'm wrong for that. Which, yeah, fine, okay, I'm wrong, but my end game is different than your end game, and the person over there's end game is different from ours. You just like you said, Jason. You do you. Do whatever the hell it is you want to do. If you have a passion for it, fucking do it.
Exactly.
Don't just sit around and and I did it for years. So hey, I'll be the first one to raise my hand. Don't talk about it, be about it.
Amen.
Damn. Sounds like some of the shit I used to give you shit about, Joe.
Shut up.
My favorite saying of all time is, Crickets chirp until you walk by.
Yep.
Or step on.
Love it.
Yeah.
Or until you step on me.
Yeah, Sam said that the other week, man. That's perfect, man.
Yeah. I mean, that's 100% truth.
Luke, I'm glad you warned me, man. If the direction
Yeah,
of
Luke says
investigation goes
if the direction
naked,
of investigation goes to naked, time to get naked. And it's time to get naked, bro. If that's what it calls for,
thank God I'm just
is
a cameraman.
naked, then we got to get naked.
No,
Hey,
no,
20
we don't.
Yes,
$20 is $20.
No.
And Jay will always tell you he's going to do the shit for 25 cents, and then he'll tell you with his bibs, hey, we're 2 clicks away from happiness and everything else. So yeah. If it is
Jay's not
true,
getting naked on camera.
naked is naked, then yes. Yeah, it's gonna get naked.
No.
We're gonna film that shit.
No.
And it's gonna be my point of view.
No.
With Jay naked.
No. No. There's no,
Yes.
I don't think there's a dollar amount that can get that done.
And Lee says, thank God we're in the black. Or in the dark, I'm sorry, in the dark. Yeah, for me, you're lucky if you investigate me in the dark because you don't want to see me in this.
Man, as pasty white as I am, you will still see my fucking albino ass. Not happening.
Hey.
There's not enough money for that shit, Joe. Not happening.
Hey, you do you, boo boo.
That's right. You do you, boo boo. 25 cents.
No, not that ain't enough money to make my ass go investigate naked. Not happening.
Hey, Joe, did you hear me? Said
No.
He started stuttering about that
Hell
shit.
yeah, because
he's thinking about it.
No.
Yes.
Wrong.
What do they say? 90% of what was it? Or everyone's either thought about it or done it, or I don't know, something like that.
Right. Hey, but let's figure out something that we can come your way and you can come our way. And we're going to make this shit happen.
Well, it's like Danielle just said.
I've got one right now.
Danielle Garrison just said in
we've got
chat
a
room.
couple right now. Hey, what are you doing September 28th?
Well, I got to get my nails did. I don't know.
You should probably come this way and come to Paranormal Toledo and be one of my guest speakers at my convention then.
Oh, hell. You know, it just, like that scene from Godfather 3 just popped to my head where he's in the kitchen and he's all like, just when I thought I was out, they bring me back in.
Yeah. Oh, you've been brought back in, bro.
You knew that when you got hooked up with me and Jason. And you see what Danielle said, Garrison said in the chat room? If your end game is scalping and scamming people, then you can expect me to call you out as such. Who am I? Call me whatever you like. She just, and I see her point.
Amen,
if you're ripping people off and
Yep.
defrauding people, there you go. Jay naked, Mr. Orbs. I'm so out of.
Is that what he's saying? That like looks like dust when you start smacking your crotch, like dust particles everywhere.
I would look like the Michelin Man. My fat, white, pasty ass look like the Michelin Man walking around in there. Ain't happening. Not happening.
Okay, hold on. Sue's got a serious question. Let's do this real quick. I have a serious question. Do you think finding proof of the afterlife appealing? It's like totally creepy to me that people are stuck here when they die.
I don't think they're stuck here, Sue. My belief is they're not stuck here. I think they're here by choice.
I don't think they're stuck here either. Joe, what do you think?
Here's where I'm gonna go a little off somewhere.
Do it, bro. Do it.
I'm not into the spirit or whatever you want to call it is stuck here or they've crossed over, whatever. It's the energy thing is what I go at. Everything is energy. Why does it come out?
And you know that energy cannot be taken away; it can only be displaced.
Yes.
So go ahead.
I mean, I don't know. It's kind of that. I really don't know. But what my question would be is if that is a fact that these spirits are stuck in a location, in a prison, in a hospital, cemetery, which I think is dumb, wherever. What is keeping you there? Like, what is there, like bodyguards? Is there like do not cross police line? I mean, so I have a hard time with that part of it. And I've made a lot of enemies throughout my years doing this because I question that, and I get told, oh well, because well fucking thank you. You know, it's come at me with some more logical explanations. Let's sit down and talk about it. You know, don't hate me because I don't believe in it. You know, there's a lot of things in this field that I do not believe in. And I got hate because I did a video with a Ouija board. Holy shit. I thought I was going to hell.
I have probably 30 Ouija boards in my house right now.
Nice.
And Sue just said it is, but doesn't that fuck you up on your belief in God?
Can I
Yeah,
can I
I'm not a real religious person. Spirituality, religion, two different.
Can I do this one? Because even my wife said purgatory ? Here's the thing with energy. Energy cannot be destroyed. It can only be displaced. So when you think about death, you think about energy coming from that person. So you think about how many hundreds of thousands of people that have been displaced and the energy that is going with whatever it might be. I don't think that it has anything to do with your belief in God, because it has to do with faith. So if your faith is the Catholic religion, then you're going to believe this. If your faith is the Muslim religion, then it's going to be this. If your faith is the Orthodox religion, then it's going to be this. So when it comes down to you actually talking about faith, it has to do with what you technically believe in. And I don't think that there's any grasp in one religion is better than the other, that's better than this, is better than that, that's going to do this or going to do that. So I really don't put too much in. And I'm a 4th degree knight with the Knights of Columbus. So I'm born and raised Catholic. I am all my chips are in the Catholic religion. But I don't believe that that there's, like, my religion is better than yours. So whatever you believe in is is where your faith is going to take you. I don't think that my religion is better than your religion, is better than your religion, is better than your religion. So as part as purgatory goes and that kind of thing, I mean, Jason Alexander says, I'm atheist, and the energy theory is why I do this. So the energy theory is it cannot be, basically energy can't be destroyed, it can only be displaced. So you can only push energy different places. I agree with that to a certain degree. And that's why I think that I don't necessarily think that a location is haunted. Maybe places around that are haunted. You know, when you start talking about, and we're going like full circle back to paranormal talks on Stirring the Pot, but I think that every place can be haunted. I think that every home could have some paranormal stuff. I think that every piece of land could be, because especially around this area, we have a ton of war. We have a ton of destruction. We have a ton of things that happened in this Ohio area. So I don't think that one little spot or one little school or one whatever is haunted, but nothing else is haunted, because I think that there's energy being displaced everywhere, and it could be possibly all over the place. I mean, I don't know. Am I wrong? Do you guys think I'm wrong? Or
no? Yeah, it's a plausible theory. But that's the thing about the paranormal. Everything about this is nothing but a plausible theory. There's absolutely no proof of anything any way, shape, or form.
Absolutely. And I'm a firm believer in, like what you said, Jason, is it's that energy. It's not necessarily grandma and grandpa in your house. It's that energy.
It's on your interpretation of the evidence that you've captured. And like Jason
Right,
said, everybody's religion will
And
interpret
Sue
it
just
differently.
said, have you guys ever witnessed any real paranormal stuff? Sue, I have experienced some shit that actually sent me to not investigating for 3 months. Like I was ready to walk away. I saw a child at a place that we were investigating that sent me to a whole nother place where I was ready to walk away. Here's the thing, you as a paranormal investigator, and I knew that we were going to get back to paranormal shit towards the end of the show, but you as a paranormal investigator want it. You want it all the time. You want it right now. You want the answers. You want this and this until you actually get it. Once you get it, then it's how you process it. And I begged it for years. When I finally saw my first apparition, it fucked me up. It fucked me up for months. I thought about walking away. I thought about tossing in my towel. I thought about doing all that shit until I recognized the fact that I was lucky enough to experience what I asked for. And then I built on that. Yes, I have experienced some shit that jacked me up for a long time. Joe, Jay, have you guys experienced anything that you guys can talk about?
You know what? I personally, what got me going in this field was something that to this day I cannot explain. Yeah, I'm still more on the skeptical edge of everything, but it's almost, yeah, you know, but what happened to me, it messed with me. It messed with me for a long time. And it made me kind of dive into, okay, what if?
And
tell us what happened real quick.
Danielle said, so do you believe that your faith or lack of dictates your control over your own personal energy after death?
No, I don't believe my faith in the church or faith in my religion dictates anything. But Joe, I want you to, I'd love for you to talk about what happened with you just for a second.
Okay, Scott, that's in the chat. He lives right around here. He actually knows exactly where I'm talking about. I was a security guard. I just got back from the military, and I was kind of like at a low point in my life. It was really bad. So I had this job. I was a little security guard, third shift type of thing, and I was working at a building in Lake County. And like I said, Scott will know where I'm talking about. It was a 3-level building. It had like doctor, like clinic offices, and then the basement was had like these long hallway corridor type of things. And there was like crash doors in between each section of this hallway. And I was doing my rounds. It was like 2:00 in the morning. I want to say it was my first day at this location, and was walking around in the basement. And I was hearing all kinds of weird stuff and whatever. And as I'm walking down the hallway, I was in one of the little segments of the long corridor, and behind me, it sounded like the doors opened. It was like those old crash doors. So sitting in the hallway, and I'm like, okay, no doors open, nothing. It was just the sound. And going right past me sounded like almost like someone pushing a cart or pushing something, like the wheels went right past me, and boom, you heard the sound of the doors opening on the other end of the hallway. And I'm stuck in this hallway with these doors. So I was like, I'm out, I'm done. So I went up to the main level, and it's 2:00 in the morning. Everything's locked up, and get up to the top of the stairs into the little lobby area. And there's this old man standing there. And I was like, oh, great. Homeless guy got in. I'm going to have to do paperwork now. So, I'm like, hey, can I help you, sir? And this old man turned around, looked at me, and he said, no, Joe, I'm just glad to see you got your life back together. Walked out the front doors, down the sidewalk, and around the building. Let's just say that was my last night ever there.
Oh, I'd say so.
I was freaking done. And
wow.
so come to find out, that building was an old TB clinic or something like that back in the day, and that's why the hallway actually led to what is kind of creepy now. Now the cafeteria for this building used to be the morgue. So
wow.
I've had people tell me, oh, well, that was someone pushing a body down the hospital bed, and yeah, who knows? But that's what opened my eyes enough to really get into this field and start looking into, okay, maybe there is something to this.
Exactly.
It's amazing.
Hell yeah. Thanks for sharing, bro.
Oh, thanks. I like to share the stories.
I have not had
Do your stories.
I have not had a profound moment like that yet.
Oh, you wait, because you know what? Someday you will, and you'll pee a little.
With the shit that
I'm telling you, with my, I was at where we filmed the winery, the movie that I did a few years ago. It's in Ashtabula, Ohio. It's a 5th generation Jewish winery.
Cool place.
They called us in actually to investigate it because they were building it into a haunted attraction, but it was actually a winery at one point. And we went a few times and did some investigations and all that stuff. And I actually saw a young boy look at me from around the corner, and we had just got done doing a session. We'd all sat down, took a break. And as we were sitting down to take that break, I glanced down the hallway, and when I glanced down the hallway, I saw the young boy looking at me. And you kind of look down and you look back and talk to people, and then your mind is like, holy shit, there was somebody looking at you. So I look back down, I see the young boy, I'm looking at him, what seemed like forever, but with our evidence review was like, I don't know, 4 or 5 seconds possibly. And then you hear him run up the steps. And the other 2 investigators I was there with were like, oh my God, what was that? And I'm like, you guys won't believe me if I told you. We reviewed everything. We went upstairs, we looked, there was nothing there. We went over all of our evidence. We went over everything. And it really screwed me up for probably 2 or 3 months, to the point where I was like, I saw this. I saw this kid. I saw this boy. And with talking with the people that own the property, it came to a point where they were like, yes, there was a young boy that died here in the early 1900s. He hit his head on a post. I mean, you're talking 100 acres of wine fields and grape fields and things like that for the winery. And I even told the name that was caught, and the name matched what we caught. And it was just, I mean, it messed me up, man. It messed me up for months, to the point where I was ready to walk away. You want all these experiences, but then when you get these experiences, it's like, holy shit. Like I get chills just talking about it every time. And it's been years since this happened to me. And we go every year. We go back there. We donate our time. We raise money for them. Regal's Vineyards. I love Deb and Mark that run it. It's a great place, and I love it to death. And I've experienced it once in 6 years that we've done it. I come to find out that you want it, and then when you get it, it changes you, man. It changes you. Once you get what you're asking for and you actually see something or get something, sometimes that changes you, man. It takes you to a whole nother level of an investigator.
Yeah, and you know what? It's just, once you have that experience, what do you do with it? That's what makes you or breaks you.
I said to myself, I didn't really have any experiences. That's not true. I was chased a shadow figure when we was at the school, chased it through the hallways. I got down on my knees with a crawler. And then recently with the live that we had at 101, Jason called me because he was worried about me. I still haven't went back and watched that yet.
Dude, that was and I've investigated with you for years, Jay. And when I was watching the live video, Jay like blacked out. Like he was talking and he was doing some different things, and then he wasn't responding to anything.
Dalton just joined the thing. We was talking like you about like a whole lot tonight, Dalton. We was talking good about you, though, bub.
What's up, Dalton?
What's up, brother? And even my wife even said, going back to what I was talking about, I couldn't sleep for weeks after that experience. She's correct. I mean, she lived with me. She knows. I was jacked up for weeks about seeing what I saw, and I even thought about stepping away from the paranormal forever with
You did.
my experience and what I saw and what happened to me there. But obviously, that didn't happen.
Oh no, I wouldn't let you leave. I kept going, please don't. I'll get scared. But,
Please don't leave me.
But yeah,
Look what he did to me. He wouldn't let me leave either.
Well, you wouldn't let him leave, goddammit. You drug him in, which drug us all in together, so that's just what we do.
Honestly, I didn't. When I met Jay, we were down at Post-Town, and
You guys were in the bathroom. I heard the whole story. You guys were in the bathroom together at Post-Town, and
hey,
one
of
thing
course.
led to another.
But, you know, did I think that it was going to turn into this friendship? Absolutely not at first. You know, we were just sitting there. We were doing our thing. There were some other people there. People were asking questions, and we just kind of clicked, you know. And, you know, Jay was very, very skeptical that day. Oh, my goodness. Like, worse than me. And I didn't think that was ever possible. But, you know, and we and he's not lying. I mean, the sun was up. Birds were like looking at us like, "Dan, y'all are fucking nuts."
go to bed, bastards.
Yeah. And there was no alcohol involved.
No.
So it was actually a very good time. And you know what? If I could ever go back in time, I would not have changed that day,
No.
that night.
It's left a profound effect upon me. You and Jason, Don Short, Kelly Sherrill. I can just keep naming people that absolutely took so much time and patience with me, because I'm a very question. And like you said, that night was what, 5 to 7 hours sitting outside that place on the concrete, just answering my damn questions.
And that took a lot of patience, trust me.
Oh yeah, because I have.
Oh my God, I know what you're. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Shit.
Hey, patience is a virtue.
When it comes to me, it does. And somebody said in the chat room earlier, I have, for every answer I thought I might find in the paranormal, I have, and me and Kelly Cheryl talked about this not too long ago. For every one answer I thought I might find, I have found 10 million more questions. And I'm right.
Absolutely.
I'm at the point now in my paranormal thing that I'm not sure that I'm looking for answers or if I'm looking for more questions, because they all open my mind so much more and make me think in so many different directions and more levels that I ever imagined.
Well, if you're not looking for more questions, then you're doing it wrong.
So, and Dalton.
Oh, you know what? Damn, Jason, I was just gonna say that. That if I was just gonna put out there that in this journey that whoever is taking, okay, no matter what your style is, whatever, if you're not constantly growing and constantly moving forward and finding more things to research and look into and question, then, you know, yeah, I know earlier we said there's no wrong way, right way, but to me, you're not doing yourself any justice, and you're not doing it.
Amen, bro. Amen. That's really, Dalton, what we were doing earlier was just talking about people that are basically just fucking with you, and if they want to fuck with people, they can come and talk to us. But in the same thing, you know, we're not out there to do any harm to anybody.
No.
But you know that you always have this chat room, Z Talk Radio, everybody in here, they got your back, bro. And we will back you up 100% any day of the week.
Yep.
Yep. And yeah, Dalton, you're gonna have to go back and listen to the beginning of the show, because I even threw something out there for you. So
yeah, we threw a bunch of stuff out there. We actually threw away for anybody that wants to talk about it to contact us. They can contact us personally. They can come on the show.
Oh, Tina's
here.
Shh.
Sorry. Mama D said that Jay, in this respect, they are both the same. You questions are your answers. Your answers are your questions. And it really seems that way sometimes. It really does. But I love that pursuit of knowledge now. And I, when I would sit out in front of there, I think it was you,
John
Joe.
Tischer, what's up?
I think it was you, Joe, that put it in the best perspective for me with his paranormal investigating, which got me started. Because I wasn't even skeptical. I was more dismissive. If I didn't understand it or I didn't think it was there, I just dismissed it. So, I looked at it, and he's like, well, we said you said you go hunting and fishing. I'm like, yeah. So if you go fishing all day long, you don't catch a fish, they don't exist. I'm like, son of a bitch.
I said that?
We're talking Sasquatch.
It was either
now,
you or Brian said that to me.
We're talking orbs or Sasquatch, or what are we talking about?
With paranormal investigating in general, because I was so dismissive about everything, and when it was either you or Brian that said that. I can't remember which one, but that really stuck with me. I think it was Brian and not you.
Yeah.
But he said because it's true. I've been fishing many times, not caught nothing. So that means that fish don't exist now, just because I didn't catch them that day, just because I didn't see it that day. So that right there, that 7 hours of conversation and that one simple statement, it just went like, son of a bitch. You know how right they are? Do you know how awful
now we're getting deep, dude. This whole show turned into like deep shit.
I know. We went from having fun, calling people goat nuts, drink, and calling bullies.
I'm drinking. I know you're drinking Mountain Dew.
Diet Mountain Dew, baby. I gotta get up in the morning.
And Joe's drinking Coke.
And Monster.
And Monster.
And Monster.
Joe's got to have his monsters.
Oh, hell yeah.
And we're about 20
And you know
minutes.
what's funny is I took a break from the whole paranormal thing, and I went a very long time without drinking Monster. Like,
now you're in the paranormal shit, so now you got to drink Monster, right?
I guess so, because that's the right way to do it.
That's the right way to do it. You got to stay up all night with Monster.
I don't want anyone to bash me for not drinking it or something.
Hey, nobody's gonna bash you, bro, after tonight. And if they do, it's gonna be a hell of a whirlwind when they start bashing your ass.
Yeah, don't be bashing on people. If you do, come on, let's all talk about it.
My baby girl says old fashioned. She loves the bourbon. She loves the bourbon whiskey.
Ooh.
I love her.
I don't mind a little bit.
John Titcher says it's it. No fishing here, or no fishing here.
There's
a huge difference.
Yeah. So it's such a good community. It really is. There are people that's causing problems in the community, but it's not just the paranormal. And I always hated that fucking word paradrama. Hate it.
I hate paradrama and I hate paraunity. And here's why. Paradrama is bullshit and paraunity is bullshit, because if you are doing the right things and you surround yourself with the right people, good shit's going to happen. Doesn't matter if you're paradrama, paraunity, whatever. If you surround yourself with good people, good things happen. And that's just the way that it is, man.
And I get good people that I'm talking with.
I used to say something, and I believe I've done some events with Jay, and he's seen me say it. I'm up there and I'm talking to these folks that are listening, and I'd tell them, you know what? Hey, everyone that's in the room right now, look around the room, look at the person next to you, behind you, whatever. And of course, they're all dumbfounded, thinking, "Oh, Jesus, what's Joe gonna do?" And
because there's no telling what Joe's gonna do.
Exactly. That's next level shit right there.
Next level shit.
So, you get however many people you got out there and they're looking around, whatever. And it's like, you know what? And I'd tell them, your passion brought all you people to the same event, to the same room right now. Why can't that same passion bring everyone together and actually work together instead of trying to up this person and up this group? And you know what? I've got this location locked in and I'm the house group. And now you need my permission to be, man, go out there and do your stuff. Work with other people. I've even thrown it out there with my videos. I'm a little different than your typical investigator, but I want to do videos with some of these paranormal groups. I want to feature what they do, their techniques, their gear, their beliefs. Whether it's just a meet. I just did a video over this past weekend with Scotty Rourke.
Yeah, Scotty Rourke, the boss.
Yes,
the boss.
I have not sat down with Scotty in I don't even know how many years, and it was so cool to just be back with that man. And you know,
Well,
I
you
was
guys were doing lives with us,
And we
and
did.
I was jealous.
We
I
did
was
get the experiment done.
jealous that we weren't there with you guys because we were filming. You guys were filming, doing everybody's stuff. But he was telling me the things that you guys were experiencing, and he was telling us about some of the stuff we were doing. And that, I got to tell you, man, that was
Wait till the
this
episode.
weekend.
Wait till the episode
weekend
comes out, dude.
was cool shit, man. It
Wait
was
till-
cool
Oh.
shit.
Wait till we get
I
the
want to
episode
do more
together.
stuff like that.
We're going to. We got to.
We're
We-
gonna.
Yeah,
we're
we
gonna
didn't
do
get part of that
shit for
experiment
real.
done that we wanted to do, but we're going to. We have to because that would be so cool. And some of the things that Scotty was telling Jason, yeah, we just wait till we get the episode together. We'll send you a sizzler before everybody else gets to see it. But yeah, wait till you see how things where he was talking about and what happened and stuff. It's that.
And I have to, and I have to admit, I ran like a little bitch.
I haven't got to watch it yet. You guys, if you
Wait,
want to see me talking
I
about,
saw it. Oh, I
He
saw
just-
you running like a son of a bitch.
Joe
I was hurdling tombstones like I was in the Olympics.
Joe and them
But
filmed
you-
just
but
this
you know
past
what?
Saturday.
But you know what though, Joe? There's already people. There's probably 7 or 8 to 10 people that are already subscribed
Tonight,
and check subscribed in our chat room tonight that are going to watch what you got going on YouTube. So you got 10 or 12 more subscribers tonight, and then
Yeah.
if we can, drop a link again
I just did.
for your stuff on YouTube so that people can subscribe to that and watch it. Because you guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. When we talked to Scotty, I talked to Scotty, and he was sending me stuff, and then he was telling me a bunch of shit that was happening when you guys were at the graveyard. Phenomenal, man. It's fucking phenomenal.
Jason.
You know,
What's
there was stuff
happening with you
happening
guys?
before.
Dude, that's
There was
great.
stuff happening before we even started filming.
Jason, did you see
And
your
that's what
wife's
he was
comment in the
saying.
chat room?
Do what?
I was asking Jason if he saw his wife's post in the chat room, asking if the YouTube posts are real. Of course they're real. It's the Skeptical Edge. It's Joe
Absolutely, baby
Kudo.
girl.
It's real amateur. That's what it is.
But that's real,
And,
man.
well, and my wife wants you to come to Paranormal Toledo, which I already invited you to anyways, and we'll get you here in September. You will be at Paranormal Toledo.
She even
There
put
it
in
is,
her
folks.
She even put
You
in her
heard it here
hashtag
first.
reunion.
I ordered Joe Kudo to come to Paranormal Toledo, and he will be here.
She even
I
put
want
in
to
her-
make my little comeback debut, huh?
and by the way, we got a little bit of thing you and I got to discuss.
You
right now.
already made your comeback debut, bro.
Hell
I
yes.
just want you to be part of a great fucking thing.
Hell yeah. I am absolutely honored to do this.
And by the way, you and I got to have a little bit of a throwdown on that one little comment that you made a little bit earlier, brother.
Which one?
You said, I think we've done some events together. Asshole, we had to do a challenge.
I was being sarcastic.
Oh, yeah, but because of your buddy Kale that backed out on you, I had to do a challenges with you. I had to wear a pink tutu and a boa on stage, and so did you. We had to bite the toes off chicken feet, eat boiled pig balls. God, it was disgusting, man, but I loved every damn
Now
one.
wait a minute. You, Jay, you should still have to do a pink camo dress.
I still got to
kind
do
of
that.
thing.
That's up to Robin Terry and Mike Couch. I got to do
Oh
it
no,
with them
we're
first.
gonna make that happen.
That's no.
And then
It does-
maybe it's somewhere in Paranormal Toledo.
It does
We're
not.
all gonna have to do some things to raise some money.
It does not happen until I do it for Mike Couch, like it's already been promised. John Tincher's got the dress already, so he's already got it donated. Who donated it, John? If you're still there, put it in the chat room. There is a pink camouflage dress that
So
got
saith
donated.
the shepherd, so saith the flock.
So, but Robin and Terry Mike Couch get that. That was promised to them first because it was actually I got to do a dollar dance and I got to wear a camouflage pink dress and do a dollar dance, and all the money goes to Lost News Foundation. But we've had other people like James Holzclaw who said he would also do it. He would show up at some locations that we were at, and he would wear a dress also. He would also do a dollar dance, and all the proceeds will go to a local charity.
I guarantee I can get James to do it, and we'll pick a local charity, and we'll do all that stuff at Paranormal Toledo here in Toledo, Ohio.
I'm just not eating no more bull balls.
No, man.
I will never make you eat bull balls.
The worst one to
Oh.
me. The worst one to me was the chocolate covered pig's butt, the tail.
Actually, that tasted good.
No, man, and
Tanya,
the boiled
my
eggs that's
wife-
soaked in
My
Fireball
wife
whiskey.
says naked paranormal. That'll raise some money.
Hell no, it won't. Jay ain't doing no naked.
That's probably
Paranormal.
going to shut shit down, honey. That's going to shut networks down.
John Tincher's the one donating. He's the one that got the dress and he's donated it. So And like I said, once I get it, we're going to be set up with Robin Terry. He's going to have me do it someplace for Mike Couch for Los Angeles Foundation. Then and I know it's going to be probably one of the events that Robin does at Ashmore State, so I'll have to do it. There was talk about possibly doing it at SilCon, and now there's talks about possibly doing it or some other challenge, because for every $100 that's donated, we have to do another challenge. That's how this one started out. And nobody thought Joe and I would do it. And if one of us didn't do it, the other one did. So every single dime got raised. Every single dime got donated, because like I wouldn't eat to pick the pig's tail in chocolate, boiled pig's tail, but Joe wouldn't take a bite of the pig balls, but I did. So
no, I did. Because remember?
It was the chicken's feet that you wouldn't bite. I was biting the whole foot.
Yeah, that was nasty.
I bit the whole. We only had to put
well,
like
see,
the
here's
toenails
the
off. I
thing.
bit the whole
What you guys
toe.
want to do, I'll do. So let's make a pact that the three of us, if given the opportunity, if two of them won't do it, the other one will.
Oh, absolutely.
At any given time, at any given convention, to raise money for a good cause. If one won't, the other one will. And we'll just do it like that.
The only thing I have to say is, after what happened with that last one, I'm going to be the first one that wimps out on the eating challenges, because damn, and we were stupid asses after doing all that shit. And like I said, though, I think the worst one was the egg that was boiled and soaked in Fireball whiskey for 2 weeks. That was nasty.
I don't care. If you guys want to do it, I will. I'll make that promise right now.
So
if it's going to a charity, if it's going to a good cause, if you guys want to do it, I will.
You know what was bad about this whole eating challenge was, the chicken feet. That was just nasty.
Yeah,
and
it was.
And of course, that was my birthday weekend, so I think I was still drunk when we were doing this. And because the night before, I decided to try to clean the whole city out of Fireball.
Well, you had a little help.
I will always bring more Fireball and moonshine to the party. So
you have a little help, Joe. I was buying more shots than you were drinking, and I made damn sure that everybody in the entire bar, all 3 bars that we went to that night, knew that it was your birthday and that you love Fireball.
Oh, gee.
Seuss's pig balls.
So, but we will do these challenges. Maybe we get something in Paranormal Toledo together that we could do a few. But like I said, for every increment that people get raised, it has to be in $100 increments. And it don't have to be one person make that donation. If 4, 5, 6, 10 people make a small donation, once it gets to that increment, we have to do the next challenge. And Jim Lamford put in there that he once played. Where did he put that at? That he played Ugly Stepsister in the Cinderella at a high school play. So he's been in a dress before. So if he's ever at some of these places, he can jump into challenges also with us. So.
Say if you want to get into some little dresses and say.
And Teresa just said she helped with some of the Fireball too, Joe. So she's admitting to the guild also.
Yeah.
So there you guys go.
But I do have to draw a line in the sand with the challenges, though.
What?
I can't do any more tattoos on my penis because I already got my initials and there's no more room.
Like say JC and that's it, or because I got Mississippi on mine and I still got some room, so I don't understand what the fuck you're talking about.
Mine says,
I'm and I even put the little dots next. Yeah, no, that's it.
Oh yeah, I got Mississippi on mine. I still got room for
Mississippi
initials and
Mine says
on my cock. Yeah, Mississippi.
Mine says eat at Joe's Emporium, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Whoa.
Well, you're obviously you are way stellar than us.
That's why I broke it.
But then he broke his shit, so then it just like it comes in like little increments. Mine still says.
I'm telling you right now, there will be no challenge that I do that will involve nudity. My clothes don't come off for anything but the shower and the bed. I don't give a shit. I'm not doing it. I don't give a shit how much you donate. I'm not.
I don't know.
I respect my wife too much to do anything like that.
Yeah,
I've
my clothes.
never done any movies or anything like that. I've been involved in probably 10 or 12 movies. I won't do anything like that.
Yeah.
But
my clothes come off for nobody.
I will do eating challenges, anything like that.
I'll do things that cause me pain.
And here's the thing, because Joe, you're coming to Paranormal Toledo in September.
Absolutely.
And you're going to stay at my house Friday, and we're going to have a party Friday. And then you're going to come to Saturday, and you're going to come to the whole thing, and then we're going to investigate Saturday night and whatever. So if you people want to see us do some dumb shit for a charity, I will pick a charity in this area, whether you want I don't know, animal shelter, if you want a
I tell you what, I'll put a cooler challenge out there than that. If you bring the $100, if you donate the exact $100, you can help pick the challenge.
Whoa, hey.
Well, what I'm saying is I'd like to get a place where we can, because I mean we all the money that comes from Paranormal Toledo goes back to the Collingwood Arts Center, and it goes back to helping everything that's going on there, and it's a good thing. But if we do something off the charts, that we can pick like
off the insanity meter.
Oh yeah, and we'll do whatever we need to do.
God, are we just a bunch of goat nuts or what?
Screw it, let's do it.
We're going to do it. It's just how many other people can we get involved with it? John,
we'll get a bunch of people involved in it, but we need to find a place that we can donate the money to, like
we'll find
Sparrow's
a place.
Nest. Sparrow's Nest.
We'll find a place. That's easy.
A place. Well, it's a place for battered women and that kind of thing. So
because Jim Lambert's already said that he would do it.
We'll figure out some other place here in Toledo, and we'll donate whatever money we raise for that kind of shit, and we'll give it there. But
obviously, Jim Lambert's already admitted he's worn a dress before for a school play, so he'll do the dollar dance.
Then Jim Lamford needs to come to Paranormal Toledo, and I'll hit him up too. And we'll see if he'll come.
Holzclaw said he would do it whenever he's with. If he can make it to the events that we're all going to be at,
Holzclaw's going to come.
So
and I'm going to try to get DJ Trey. I'm going to try to get all these motherfuckers, and we're going to fucking make a party out of this sumbitch.
And it doesn't matter where we're at. And I tell you what, right now, if somebody come up to me, and I don't care what event we're at, if we was at SilCon and somebody said they made a donation and to whatever charity or help whatever. And they said,
hey, hold on just a minute. Somebody in here said donate to the Wildwood Sanitarium. Need a roof fund. Lori, if you can, please send me an IM. If we're talking about the Wildwood in the Toledo area, send me an IM. I will make sure that we raise money for that particular thing. Because what I want to do is raise money for things that are around this area. So if you're talking about the Wildwood Sanitarium in this area, please send me an IM at Jason Arthur, and we'll think about doing that stuff too.
Pepper eating challenge. There's almost like I said, there's almost no challenge I won't do.
Tower Paranormal.
There's almost no challenge. Yeah, we'll get him involved.
Serious, Scott? Pepper eating? Come on, bro.
I'm not. I suck. And I said that's an eating challenge, and I don't do hot shit. So
I'll eat the shit out of some peppers, bro.
So we'll see what happens.
I like Lori to IM me, and we'll see if we can. Because Wildwood is. I'd like to donate back to Wildwood. That's a good place. So we'll see if we can't do that shit.
So there you guys go. We're going to have some fun with this.
I'll eat the shit out of peppers, Scott.
Jim Lampert said, I'm coming, Jason. I'm coming.
Jim, I would love you to come. Please come. IM me. I will bring you in. We'll set you up. Love you. Do it. Please. Please come.
If nothing else, we're going to have a lot of fun picking the shit out of each other. With this crew together, Jason and myself and Joe and now Jim, and oh my God, and if Holzclaw and them come in here, there is absolutely no telling what could happen. There's no limit to this.
And Joe's already said on the live Z Talk Radio he's coming, so he has to come.
Ooh, dead rhino ass eating. I might try that one, but I'm not doing the peppers. And I'm damn sure not doing the Carolina Reaper. Try eating cold pig balls. Those pig balls were cold. They had been boiled the day before.
That wasn't pig balls. That was a bull ball.
Was it bull balls?
Hell yeah, that thing was like the size of a newborn.
There's pictures of me with with a piece of it between my teeth.
Ah! Oh, that was horrible.
Mama D, no. We may Facebook Live it, but what we might do is say, okay, don't even, have I don't know what we'll do. We'll probably Facebook Live it because it's just too damn funny not to.
And who knows? I might even be doing some videos for YouTube out there too. So.
Oh God, there's so many people want to have cameras.
Are you gonna tease us? Are you gonna tease us with YouTube? You're gonna tease us with YouTube?
Yep. We're almost. We are 40 minutes over our limit.
Oh, we're 40 minutes over.
So,
you know what? Fuck.
But you know what I got to say about that? Hey, Jason, as station manager, is it okay?
Hey, Jason, station manager, is it all right to go over?
I say it's okay.
It's good to be the king.
Fuck them. Nobody before us and nobody after us. We are the shit.
I remember them days.
We do what we want to.
You still are those days, bro.
I don't know. See, I'm not as wild as I used to be.
You are still that shit, bro.
Damn.
You are still that shit.
Did you see what Jim just put? My first pit ball came from a guy. I was doing CPR mouth to mouth on and aspirated my mouth. Oh my God. I would. Oh God, I couldn't do that.
Then you get Lori that says, do a live ghost hunt or overnight, anything would help. Lori, we're gonna do some other things. We're gonna do some of that stuff, but
we'll figure some more things out too.
You can catch Joe on Skeptic. Joe.
Yo.
Put your shit out there.
Yeah, you guys check it out on YouTube. Just go in there and search for the Skeptical Edge TV.
Don't search. Just click on the link I just put in the chat room again.
Yep, but click on that link. Any support would greatly appreciated. This is something new to me, but I'm just having a fucking ball doing it.
And you can also catch us on paranormalmysterieshome.com.
Hell yes.
Or Jay.
Or what, man? Paranormalmysterieshome.com is the best place to find us. Or here at ztalkradio.com.
Yeah.
Or we actually have a Facebook page now for Paranormal Mysteries Home. And Jason Alexander just put in the chat room that he has a ghost hunt this weekend at an old TB hospital. He's excited about it, and he'll be posting stuff on his page, The Ghost Guy. It's in blue, so click on it. Go follow along with his Facebook page so you guys can show him all the support in the world. He's doing some cool stuff. He's having a lot of fun. He's got some cool locations and stuff. So please, man, everybody in here, go support each other. If you got a page, you got something you got going on, you got something that you're a venue or something that you're at, throw your links in there real quick before we head this thing out so everybody can go click on it, like it, and show support for one another. We're all here to make this community better, and we do that by standing beside one another and not about one another.
Amen, brother. If you got something, put it out there right now. We'll talk about it. We'll fucking promote it. Put your shit out there. Let's talk about it.
Hell yes. Mama D, you're doing great. I'm glad. You're always such a help in the chat room.
Mama
Jason,
D, love you, Mama D.
Jason,
you are the shit.
She's
and
awesome.
Jason Alexander always talks about everything else, and he's got some stuff going on. So, Jay, put it out there, bro.
I'm trying to find his. There we go. Let me see if I can copy.
Man, see, like I kind of feel like the fat boy at prom, man. I don't know any of these people.
But you do now, and they do now. Then they know you now.
Bro. I'm the fat guy at prom. You are not the fat guy at prom.
You do know that you didn't know them, but you do know them now, and they now know you, and that's how we build this thing. We all build together. We work together in a positive direction, man. It's not parody or anything else. It's called people being good people to one another. It's not about the paranormal. It's about being a fucking good human being.
Boom.
Then I got to apologize to all those people that now know me. I'm so sorry.
Oh no, because you've gotten subscriptions all night long, bro. They are constantly subscribing to you and your shit. So don't let them down. Don't let them down, bro.
He couldn't.
Oh hell no! I'm always thinking of new content.
And there is a link in there now for the Ghost Guy. Go check it out. Go check out Jason's page. Just got to click on the link now. Go to his page. Click like, follow along, see what he's got going on this weekend. I'll be stalking the shit out of you because, I've got a 4-day weekend coming up. I have 2 of the days I have no adult supervision whatsoever. Teresa will be at work, and I'll be unattended and all alone.
Get Bill money ready.
Love you, Teresa.
It's gonna be so much fun. I may throw some things put out on my YouTube channel.
Henderson, what's up, bro?
I may film some things and put out on my YouTube channel. I don't know yet.
Susie, Mama D, everybody. Joe, everybody loves you, bro. That's the thing, because that's what we do, man. We promote, and everybody loves you. And if they don't,
goat nut.
Drink.
Did you see what Jason said? Stalk me, baby. Bring the butt plugs. Joe, I'm telling you, man, you might have become a little bit more of a fixture on here, at least come semi-frequently on the show. Because the 3-way interactions is awful cool, man.
I don't know. You know what? I would come back on here anytime.
Because it's definitely been a good night, and the interaction and the chemistry just clicked really well. But we all have such respect for one another. And I know there's going to come a night when we're going to disagree with something, and I can't wait for that. Because tonight we was all in agreement about bullies. And I knew we'd be in agreement. But there's going to be something that's going to be brought up in the show that there's going to be different sides of it, and I can't wait to have that discussion. I really can't.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what? We're going to sit there and clink our drinks together and talk about it.
Hell yes. Like educated big boys.
Whoa, that's a big word.
We got to get,
man. Look, and you know what's awesome about this is, okay. So for those that don't know, I used to do radio and stuff like that. So I have like all this equipment and mics and soundboards, and man, it was like blowing the dust off this shit tonight, getting it all set up, and I was like, damn, I missed like. There was like a disturbance in the force somewhere. Man.
It's been great having you back on. I'm not kidding, man. Jason, he agreed with me here. He said earlier that this might become more of a frequent thing than just once every 6 or 7 months, man, because it's been a lot of fun tonight. Jason's actually had somebody that could have a carry conversation with him instead of me just sitting in the corner going, goat nut.
Yeah. I know people are probably like, what the hell is this goat nut shit?
And now Jason's gotten all quiet. Oh, I hear the door squeak. He snuck out. He had to go take a pee-pee break.
I'm back. Woo.
We're sitting there waiting for you to answer a question, and you're gone. Jason had to take a pee-pee break.
Do it. What's the question?
Hey, I got to throw this out there real quick. Sue made a comment. Sue's been kind of following my stuff for quite a while on Facebook and stuff like that, and she just posted she put a comment on there and said, thanks for being my Facebook friend. You know what? Why would you even thank me? There's absolutely no reason to say thank you. It's my pleasure.
That's true. It is. It's my pleasure to actually have you guys actually pay attention to what we're doing and follow along and stick. Some of you's been here for the entire almost 2 hours. You guys are either gluttons or punishment.
But I mean, Joe says it. We don't have fans. I mean, really, there's people that tune in to listen to us and whatever. But I get what Joe's saying. Don't thank me for whatever. Just, support us. Listen to us, whatever. We love you. Honest to God, we love you. For the whole 7 people that are listening right now, we love you. We love you to death.
I know Jason's being all serious, but I can't help it. I read Jason Alexander's comment about he had to pull Mississippi out.
MISSISSIPPI. Yeah. No, but seriously, and Joe's saying it, man. We love you guys. We really do. We love everything about you. We thank you for tuning into us every week just to listen to us ramble on about some dumb shit.
No, but talking about bullies is not dumb shit.
We're not like that.
Yeah, we are.
We love you. We love you. We thank you for listening. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for being one of our people, man. It is what it is, and we just love hanging out and bringing real talk, man. It's this right here.
Making Tuesdays great again.
Making Tuesdays stirring the pot. Stirring the pot is basically stirring the pot. Joe, you got to come back next week on Tuesday. Let's do it again, bro.
Fuck it, let's do it.
Oh,
Let's
my
do it again,
God,
bro.
I love it. This is going to get out of control in such a positive, good way.
But it's awesome.
It is.
And I haven't done it in a long time, and I know. But what's kind of cool is like looking at some of these comments that you guys have on your show, and
well, apparently it's your show now too.
It's his show, bro, because it's all of our show.
I know.
Man,
I'm just fucking with him.
This is what we're doing. This is what we do.
What I seriously miss about this is going to some of these events or whatnot, charity events, and you get to meet these people face. Some of these people are going to come out and go to that event, and just sitting down and talking to people that maybe have listened to your radio show for the past year or whatever. And to me, that's awesome, because not only you putting a Facebook picture and a name, but now you got that person, that friend is what I would call them.
Absolutely. I agree. 100%. Oh my God, we agree again.
Yeah, right. What the hell?
It has. Tonight has been, and I enjoy doing these podcasts. I missed it. I'm glad that Jason's gotten on board with it when we relaunched Z Talk Radio back in January. Scotty scrubbed the network, redid it. Jason helped him get the logo redone with the new Z Talk logo and things. Tomorrow's Radio Today. This whole relaunch has been fabulous. We've had a blast. About the same time we launched out. Well, just about a month and a half ago, we relaunched with Paranormal Mysteries. We had to revamp it, redo it, and we just it's all great. And getting to share it now with you, Joe, and have your things going and stuff. I just, like Jason said, we're surrounded with good people, and it's building, it's growing, and it's growing in such a positive direction. And now we're getting associated with Asai TV when it relaunches Asai Paranormal TV. I can't believe all the good fortunes that is, and it's all due to you guys being so damn supportive and such good friends, and I thank you.
You surround yourself with good people, and good shit happens, and that's amen to the show tonight, and to the show that we're gonna keep fucking doing.
Hell yeah!
You surround yourself with good people, and good shit happens. Joe, you are fucking fantastic, bro.
Ooh,
you are my brother. Jay, you are my brother. And we do this shit repeatedly, and I love you guys to death. And this is what we do, man. This is what we do.
Ain't nobody do it like we do it.
But nobody else does it the way we do it, bro.
Hell no. Nobody do it the way we do it because nobody else is this fucked up.
No, you're right. We are.
Oh, they haven't seen anything yet.
Oh no, we just get started.
Wait till next week, because Joe, I want you on next week, and we're gonna talk about some other shit.
We'll figure it out. The three of us can PM each other, and we'll figure out what our topic's going to be. And then this time, I guess Joe gets to have the 3 odd facts because I fucked up this week and didn't have my job.
No, Joe needs to figure out top facts. Joe's coming back next week on Tuesdays. Joe's going to get his shit, and then we're going to fucking rock and roll.
Hell yes, it's going to happen.
Oh, buddy.
It's going to happen. See, Joe, you got me again. What I do, drag your ass back into the...
See what you guys have started.
I'm dragging him back in. You ready, bro?
Hell yeah.
Hell yes.
Jason said he can't wait to meet us someday. Meet all of us together. It will happen, Jason. He said we can also eat some Canadian ham.
Canadian ham. And that's a whole other fucking ball game.
All right, hold on.
Sorry.
I like ham.
I like ham too, but I like ham that's called Canadian bacon also.
Well, what the hell's Canadian ham?
Canadian bacon.
Joe, you gotta listen to another fucking podcast of all that bullshit.
We got to get out of here, man. I've got to call in tonight. I've got a 4:30 in the morning start. I'm going to start crying like a little schoolgirl, like an old fart. I put another link in there for the Skeptical Edge TV. Go click on it. Go follow it. Go like it. Go keep up what's going on. Go watch the latest episode. Have a good laugh about it. That way next week we can talk about it possibly. Who knows what we'll talk about next week.
Oh, yeah. Because something scared me and I ran like a little bitch.
I can't wait to see that part. And I guarantee it wasn't a spider because they had snow on the fucking ground.
Yep.
So we're out of here, you guys. Thank you for everything. Thank you for being so supportive. We will see you next week. And it's just going to grow from here. Y'all have a good night.
Good night, baby boy.
Deuce.
Stay here, Joe.
All right.